In any of the real-world application, you do not see just everything bundled up in a single solution. Usually things are broken out into multiple projects. So right here what we'll do is we'll move out the data access as well as the models that you see right here. So we'll right click on the solution, we will add a new project, and it will be a class library for .NET Core. I have it in the recent project, but right here you can search for that as well. When you do, make sure you select the class library for .NET Core and we'll hit the next button. We'll give it a name, so I'll call it wizlib.dataaccess. Let's add this. Let's create another class library. We'll right click on the solution, add a new project. It will be class library. And this one I'm gonna call wizlib models. Let's add this. Great, we have two new projects here. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this models folder inside the wizlib_model. We'll remove this models folder. And inside the data access, we will create a new folder. We'll call this data. And we'll remove the class 1 from both the project. Now that we have moved the models, which has the one error view model that comes with default, if you try to run the project, you will hit into errors. So let's resolve those. We'll double click here. And rather than wizlib models, we now need wizlib_model and wizlib_dataaccess in future. So we can right click on wizlib project, add references, and we will be adding the reference to both data access and model. Next, within the data access, let me add a new reference. There we go, and we'll be adding to the model project. So that way data access and wizlib both gets the model and wizlib gets both data access and model. So that way our wizlib project will get a reference of data access as well as model, and our data access project will have a reference of the model project. Next thing that you have to do is when you make this change, if you open up this model error view model, you can see the namespace is incorrect. We'll change this from wizlib to wizlib_model. And then we'll save this, and now we have some errors here. So we'll open them up, we'll remove this, we'll go here, we'll do a control dot here, and it will show us using statement for wizlib_model.models. Let's add that, and let me build the project. Build failed. It's the same error view model, but this time it is inside the Razor pages. So this error page, we actually will not be using it. So the best thing will be, let's just remove this error.cshtml. Once you do that, if you build the project, this time it should be good. The only thing is view imports. If you go there, we have the models. Rather than models, we will here have wizlib_model.models. That being said, let's save this and run our application. Great, you can see the application built successfully and it's up and running. We have the home page and we have the privacy page. That is wonderful. Our application is running and we splitted our project into multiple class libraries.